And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School as we have arrived at game number 6 of the day's festivities with 2 more to follow this one. I am Todd Duke alongside Zach Roseman as we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show brought to you by Dr. Chris McCluskey of Chiropractic Works. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman is along with us as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and Oakville. Collinsville comes in perfect, 9-0 on the year. They are 4-0 in Southwestern Conference play, number 1 in their conference, and they will take on the Oakville Tigers, who come in from Missouri, the only Missouri school left, and they have a overall record of 3-3, and I believe they have not played any conference games yet over there. They play in the Suburban Conference St. Louis Green Pool, and they are coached by Nick Traxler. Of course, Collinsville is coached by Darren Lee. Coach Lee is into his 11th season. He has a record of 176 and 136 in his 11 years here at Collinsville High School. For Collinsville, of course, this is their tournament, so this is their 36th year hosting this tournament, and in that time, Collinsville has a record of 88 and 45. They have been champions of this tournament 4 times, the first one in 1990 and again in 1995. Then when the new century hit, Collinsville captured the tournament in 2001 and the last one in 2004. So they have not had a championship in their own tournament in 15 years now. Oakville, they're in their 19th year in this tournament, and they have an overall record of 24 and 42. Collinsville comes into this game scoring an average of 64.3 points per game, while Oakville comes in only averaging 47.8 points per game. But Zach Roseman, it's the defensive side of things that you have to pay attention to for Oakville, because they come in having allowed 44 points a game while Collinsville's allowed 43.
Yeah, it seems like, well, we're going to stop here for a minute.
Yes, we are. National Anthem time back in just a moment on the Kahoks Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. The home team taking the court as the Collinsville Kahoks get ready to take on the Oakville Tigers. Continuing our thoughts from before the national anthem was played. That kind of caught us off guard, man. They didn't even do any speeches or anything. They went, hey, stand up for the national anthem.
All right.
Anyway, this may be one of the games that may be a little lopsided.
Yeah, that's sort of, and I was talking to some of my friends from Collinsville who have made their way here for the game, and that's the general consensus. I mean, I think that this is an improved Oakville team from the one that finished in, I believe, 15th place last year, but I'm afraid that this will not be a very close game.
Yeah, Chicago Hansberry was the only team that Oakville beat last year, and they did it in the very last game. So Chicago Hansberry Prep, they finished in 16th place, while Oakville finished in 15th place. Oakville lost to Springfield Southeast in the very first game of last year's tournament, 97-47. They then lost to Quincy, 62-39. Lost to Decatur MacArthur, 74-66, before finally turning it around and beating Hansberry Prep 72-40. Collinsville started off last year's tournament by defeating Chicago Hansberry Prep 100-36. The Kahoks then went on to beat Decatur MacArthur 70-57. They beat Lincoln in a tight one, 40-34, before losing the championship game to Springfield Southeast, 65-62. So, of course, everybody has their eyes and ears open and listening and watching for what Rayshawn Taylor does, the 6'1" senior. 213 points on the season thus far. He's averaging 23.7. He is shooting 54.4% from the field. He is 13 of 40 from the three-point stripe, 62 of 76 from the free throw stripe. That's good for 81.6%, and all of those lead Collinsville in those categories, as does this one. Rayshawn Taylor has 51 rebounds. That leads the team this year, believe it or not, averaging 5.7 points or rebounds per game. And the only really statistical category that he doesn't lead in is the steals department. He has 22 of those. That's second only to
Kawan Smith.
Kawan Smith has 26 steals. So there you go. Rayshawn Taylor is 465 points away from taking over the all-time Kahawk leading scoring record from Colonel Tom Parker, and he's 138 points away from taking over the number 6 spot on that list. Right now, that spot is being held down by the venerable Bogey Redmond. So Rayshawn Taylor is on his way to setting new marks for Collinsville along the way. As long as he stays healthy, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with Oakville. They will send out Matt Keller, the 5'8" junior. Grant Hastings, the 6'4" sophomore. Adam Leaker is a 6'2" senior. Drew Elza is a 5'9" junior, and I remember this guy from last year. Joe Beardsley, a 6'4" senior. He was a force to be reckoned with last year, and he looks like he's going to be this year as well. 42 rebounds. He's averaging 8.7 rebounds per game. He has also scored 50 points. That's good for 8.3. But the lead goes to Drew Elza. He has 56 points, and he's averaging 9.3 points per game. There's no one except for James Whitman, who has 50 points in just 4 games, and he's the only one averaging double digits as far as average goes at 12.5, but he's only played in 4 of the 6 games for Oakville. And your starting lineup for Collinsville: Kawan Smith, the 5'9" senior. Rayshawn Taylor, the 6'1" senior. Nate Hall, the 6'7" junior transfer. And then you have Laurent Geladini, the 6'3" senior, and Kadrian Jones, the 6'7" senior, who will look to take over that rebounding lead from Rayshawn Taylor in this tournament.
Yeah, KJ kind of had a bit of a rough start to the season. Didn't play all that well down in Carterville, but he seemed to have redeemed himself. Played pretty well. Played fairly well against Alton. Had a very good game against Morgan Park. Oh, we'll Well, we'll see.
We will. Every team has been introduced, and they are on the floor. Kahawk cheerleaders are finishing up their cheer at midcourt. Collinsville is the home team. They will be dressed in their white uniforms, and they'll have the numbers on their back in purple, and Kahawks written in purple across the fronts of their jerseys. For Oakville, they are dressed in all black tonight, trimmed in a little bit of gold, and they have Oakville across the fronts of their jerseys, and their numbers are just trimmed in gold. And we have Joel Beardsley, the 6'4" senior, out on the floor, along with Nate Hall, the 6'7" junior for Collinsville. And the ball is up in the air. Tip won by the Kahawks. We are underway. Here comes Kawan Smith. Smith over to Rayshawn Taylor, who brings it over to Hall. Nate Hall, one bounce and brings it back out to Kawan Smith at the top of the key, or make that the midcourt stripe. Now back over to Taylor on the right wing. Back to Kawan Smith. One arm pass to Taylor, three-point shot. That one misses the mark. Rebound belongs to KJ, and Keidrian Jones puts it back in, and that's how this one gets started. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks putting on some pressure in the backcourt, and that resulted in a steal. And then
a foul.
And a foul as well. Foul is going to go against Grant Hastings. And Collinsville will get the ball back without Oakville even heading up court yet. Rayshawn Taylor will collect the inbound pass, give it to Kawan Smith. Smith back to Taylor. Another three-point try from the corner. That one rattles but won't fall. Rebound belongs to Oakville. And here come the Tigers and Drew Elza. And Elza travels, so 2 turnovers right off the bat for Oakville, as giving the ball back to Collinsville and see if they can add to that 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it seems like Oakville's sort of a bit flustered early, maybe.
Well, Collinsville will do that to many a team. Here is Rayshawn Taylor, and you can't keep him off the board for very long, and that one misses. Rebound belongs to Nate Hall. Smith from the free throw line. His hits the back of the iron, and right now Collinsville's shot's just a little off. They'll fix that here real quick. Here is Joe Beardsley. Dumps it off into the corner now for Elza. Elza back underneath. Beardsley takes the shot, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and then has the ball stripped out of his hands in just for a moment, and then another travel.
That's 3 turnovers and 3 possessions. Not a very good start offensively.
That is not a good combination to start off with if you're Oakville.
No, not at all. Quite lucky to only be down 2.
I think it's the first time I've ever seen Keidrian Jones inbound a pass. And another almost steal, but this one goes the other way, and Drew Elza puts Oakville on the board, and we're tied at 2. Here is Kawan Smith for Collinsville. Gets it up to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor gets it to Keidrian Jones. Jones just outside the lane. Throws it back out front. And now Gelladini has it in the left-hand corner to Nate Hall. Back to Gelladini. Over to Smith. To Taylor. Tries to bounce it into KJ. And that's knocked out of bounds by Oakville. Collinsville will get to keep it.
Yeah, kind of almost lethargic start from Collinsville, you know.
There's Nate Hall, and his three-point jumper falls a little short. KJ gets the rebound, puts it up, won't go in, and then he is fouled as he goes back up for the next basket, and KJ will head to the free throw line on a foul by Drew Elza. So Elza picks up his first, team second, and Keidrian Jones to the free throw line where he is 9 of 18 this year. KJ. Good. Collinsville back out front by 1. Student body cheering section is packed over there.
Yeah, good crowd, and I would expect that only to... Oh, late. Okay. I guess it didn't affect anything.
Yeah, for a minute there, Hastings stepped into the lane.
Yeah.
But that didn't bother KJ. He hit both of his free throws. Collinsville putting on some pressure in the backcourt. That pays off. A steal by Taylor into the paint, dumps it off, and he'll be fouled.
Ooh.
Oh, they're going to call a charge.
Yeah. Very delayed, but I don't entirely disagree with the call, but it was very delayed.
So Oakville will get the ball back. Collinsville up 4-2 here early on. We're 2 minutes into this first quarter. And Collinsville putting on some back pressure again, and that causes Adam Leaker to throw the ball to his head coach, Nick Draxler. Nick is the coach. He can't play, so that's a turnover, and I believe that's the 5th. or fourth maybe. Taylor gets it to Hall. Hall back to Taylor. Taylor over to Kawan Smith. He'll pull up inside the perimeter, take the shot. It swoops out. Nate Hall is there with the rebound. Turnaround putback, no good. And this time the rebound belongs to Grant Hastings for Oakville. He headmans the ball up to Elza. Elza back to the midcourt stripe where he gives to Keller. Keller, front of the scorer's bench, being hounded there by Smith. Now the ball into the hands of Beardsley. Outside the lane, a little move. Nothing doing. Rayshawn Taylor with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself, and he'll take the shot. And this time, the foul will go in Taylor's favor.
Foul will be called.
Drew Elza, 5'9" junior.
It's his second foul
It
already.
is. Right off the bat. 3 fouls on the board for the Tigers.
We have 2 Tigers set to come in.
Rayshawn Taylor at the free throw line, 62 of 76 this year. Good. He's on the board. 29 for 29 in a game last year against Decatur MacArthur.
We have number 00.
I see. I have 2 zeros on this roster.
I believe that is Ricker.
Ricker?
I believe Whitman is just 0, and then Ricker is 00.
All right. They're both in the program as 0. 6-2 in favor of Collinsville. There's a pass out to Keller. Keller cuts all the way across the top of the key and then throws a pass out front and a 3-point shot on the way. That one misses everything from Grant Hastings and goes out of bounds. Student body cheering section here for Collinsville will let them know that that was an air ball. And Collinsville takes advantage of another turnover.
I think Coach Lee started telling his players to just relax, take a breath, You're not in a bad position. Just take the time. Eventually, those shots will start falling.
Oh, there you go. Give and go, alley-oop. And, Nate Hall wanted to dunk that ball, but the
I don't think
line of sight was off just a little bit, so he couldn't dunk and did what he could. And now Oakville trying really hard to throw the ball away again. 8-2 in favor of Collinsville, and another whistle as the ball goes out of bounds.
And half a second. Thought for a second there, Collinsville were going to force a 10-second call, but not quite.
Inbound pass will come in from Keller. Beardsley with it. Back to Keller. Keller takes it all the way over onto the right wing. Almost lost his footing there. Now top of the key, gives it back to Beardsley. Beardsley just outside the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kawan Smith brings it up to Geladini. To Rayshawn off the glass for 2. Perfect give and go all the way up the court for Collinsville on that possession.
Rayshawn with 4 points now, and I think now they're starting to settle in, and I think it won't be too long before this sort of turns into the result Collinsville fans, and I think most pundits are expecting.
Here is Keller with the ball on the right wing. He gives a pass up to the baseline and a turnaround jump shot. That's a little short there for Ricker. And then the ball ends up out of bounds, and again, it'll belong to Collinsville. Oakville has probably 5 times more turnovers than they do points.
That's really not much of an exaggeration at all. I don't think they have 10, but they probably
close.
They probably got.
It's got to be up to 7 by now.
Yeah. Oakville coming out in a 2-3 zone.
There is Collinsville. That one's stuffed away as Hall tried to throw it in there to Kedrian Jones, and that one is going to go a little bit too far for Beardsley, and then that ball ends up being knocked out of bounds, last touched by Ricker, so Collinsville will get another chance at the offense here.
Let's see, number 42 come in for the Tigers.
Tommy Hennessy, the 5'10" freshman, will make his Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium debut. Here is Smith over to Hall. Hall in front of the Oakville bench, back to Smith. There's a head fake on the bluffed three-pointer by Taylor. Now he'll really try it, and he'll hit it. 13-2 in favor of Collinsville. Oakville will call a quick timeout. We will step aside as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of K-Hawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, We like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahoks.
Inbound pass comes in for Oakville. They bring the ball up court. Here is Beardsley. Beardsley over to Keller. Keller on the left wing, top of the key, and makes his way over to the right wing. Being watched the whole time by Taylor. Now over onto the far side. Back out front for Keller. Bounce pass. Inside. Turn around. Shot there by Beardsley. Won't fall. Collinsville with the rebound. Headmanned all the way up to Smith. And he can't get it to fall. He'll go to the line for two. Will Kawan Smith. For young Mr. Smith. 18 of 25 from the free throw line this year. They call him Skeet. And Skeet will head to the free throw line with a chance to extend this lead, and he misses the first one. Next one coming for Smith. And he'll hit that one. As Oakville trying to get out of this pressure being put on in the backcourt by Collinsville. And they do so with a pass to Beardsley. And Beardsley will take it in from the left side, try to push his way into Nate Hall and count the bucket and the bruise against Nate Hall. So Beardsley on the board. Just the fourth point for the Oakville Tigers with 2:19 left to play here in this first quarter. Beardsley at the free throw line, 16 of 25 from there this year, and misses that one. And the rebound belongs to Oakville, but the steal belongs to Kawan Smith, who gets it to Kedrian Jones. Jones called for the charge. KJ picks up his first foul, team's third. Oakville has 4. They have 4 fouls and 4 points, do the Oakville Tigers. Inbound pass comes in. Keller gets it back and throws it into the backcourt for Beardsley. Beardsley brings it across the timeline. Top of the key, free throw line, dumps it out for Keller. 3-point shot on the way. That's a little bit too long. Falls down into the hands of Smith. Here comes Kawan. Gives to Taylor. Bluffs the 3, moves his feet, and travels.
Yeah. Exactly. Sort of just, Collinsville are up 10 at this point, but they could definitely be up by a lot more. They're just sort of, as I sort of said, they're coming out a little bit flustered.
Coming out a little too fast for their own good sometimes, too.
Yeah.
They get in their own way with that speed. And Taylor takes it all the way to the hoop himself. Makes up for that one that he got called on the foul. And there's another turnover. Smith to Taylor. Taylor baseline off the glass for 2.
Well, Ray has 11 points in 6.5 minutes.
Yep. That's going to be a timeout called by the Oakville Tigers. They're going to run through their timeouts real quick if they keep up this pace. So we'll step aside as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
The 36th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic in Collinsville, brought to you by farmer-owned and locally produced Prairie Farms. Did you know that over 20 scientific studies support the benefits of recovering from strenuous exercise with the quality protein and nutrients found in chocolate milk? Train like an athlete and recover like a champion with Prairie Farms chocolate milk. For more information, visit prairiefarms.com. We have 1:26 left to play here in this opening quarter. Collinsville out front 18-4. And Oakville with the ball. We'll see how long that lasts, as Collinsville has been taking care of all kinds of turnovers. They get another one. Here's Taylor, and that's 2 more points for Rayshawn and his Kahoks, as Collinsville has opened up a 20-4 lead over Oakville.
Well, David Granger's set to come in here in a minute. Something that was said by friends of mine, and what I thought to be just seeing results through purple-tinted glasses, was that we were going to do to this Oakville team, what we did to Chicago Hansberry.
We'll see.
I laughed them off, but if we continue at this pace, then it won't be impossible.
No, it won't be, but Oakville, I'm sure they'll cut down on their turnovers at some point, right?
You would think so.
Underneath the basket, Beardsley with a reverse layup. That works. And it's 20-6 as we hit the final 25 seconds of this first quarter. Here comes Kawan Smith. Smith brings it up, gives to Taylor. Collinsville will play for the last shot. Rayshawn standing there with the ball on his hip. Keller closed in on him, and Rayshawn didn't know he was there, but doesn't matter. Rayshawn comes into the lane, floats one up there easily. 5 seconds left. Across the line it goes, and that's pushed out of bounds by Nate Hall just as it was trying to hit the hands of Chase Otto, the 6'5 senior, who's in the game for the first time. And now Caleb Ballinger and David Granger check into the game for the Kahoks. Kawan Smith and Nate Hall to the bench. Logan Carlisle also checking into the game. Rayshawn and KJ, the only 2 starters still out there. Inbound pass comes in from Keller, and Keller gets it right back. 1 second left. He's got to hurry. Shot on the way. No good. And that's the way that quarter number 1 comes to a close. Collinsville leading by a score of 22-6. We're back in just a minute here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back here at Collinsville High School, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman with you. Glad that you're with us here on a Friday night. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and are looking forward to a great new year. We know we are. We're looking forward to some big things from this basketball team as the calendar flips over to 2020. But right now, it's all about the Prairie Farm Holiday Basketball Tournament. Here is Keller. He got the inbound pass and gives it up now for Leaker. Back to Keller, and then over on the wing. And that is Hastings. Sometimes these numbers for Oakville are hard to see. Just a little bit of gold trim on that black jersey. And now a ball gets away. Rayshawn Taylor comes up with it for a moment, but then Keller gets it back, and then for some reason or another, he kind of just handed it to Rayshawn, who dumps it off, and Granger travels.
Collinsville, that's probably 4 or 5 turnovers for them.
7.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Inbound pass will come underneath the Kahawk basket from Grant Hastings. And Hastings bounces it into Keller. He's double teamed immediately and throws a pass up for Hennessy. Hennessy works his way over there onto the right wing. Throws it in to the perimeter just outside the lane, and that one's stuffed out of there by Granger. Bollinger comes up with it, and he'll hand it back to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor gives it to Caleb Bollinger, the 5'9" junior. Plays most of his minutes on the JV team, but he has played some varsity minutes, and he deserves a crack here at the varsity side. Taylor for 3. Hits the front of the rim, and that's it. Rebound belongs to Leaker. Oakville works the ball up, and here is Hastings.
Something that I just sort of noticed here. Caleb Ballinger, doesn't he typically wear like an undershirt underneath?
I
his
think
jersey?
so, yeah.
Yeah, he's shed it for this game.
I think, well, it's been a little warmer out, too.
That's true. That is true. Maybe
A little colder today, but, I mean, if you can call 50 degrees cold, it's just colder than 70. That's what it was the last couple of days. Oakville trailing 22-6. That was our score at the end of the quarter, so we're almost 2 minutes in, and no one has scored yet, but we have a whistle, and that is going to send Chase Otto to the free throw line. This one's going to go against Logan Carlisle, his first. Each team now has 4 fouls. Otto, the 6'5" senior, hits it. 22-7 in favor of Collinsville. Drew Elza checks back into the game as Keller heads to the bench. Next shot from Hastings is good. He hits both of them. 22-8. Beardsley checks back into the game as well for Oakville. Here is Bollinger as the Tigers put on some backcourt pressure now. Collinsville trying to break that. Ball up to Logan Carlisle. Bounce pass across the line to Bollinger. One-hand pass to Kadrian Jones. Back to Bollinger. Bollinger gives it up to Taylor. Taylor back to Bollinger. And then over to Logan Carlisle. Logan can shoot some threes. Here is KJ in the paint. Has the ball ripped out of his hands by Beardsley. Beardsley runs the ball up. A pass on the give and go, and the other end of that give and go was Hennessy. He gets his first points.
That's 2 straight buckets for Oakville.
Yeah, we go from 22-6 to 22-10, so a 4-0 run here for the Tigers. Here is Taylor. No look underneath. Granger bluffs, and that means that Joe Beardsley commits, and Granger had an easy shot off the glass after that, and now Rayshon is going to get called for his second foul.
Yeah, kind of went for the steal. See Geladini, Hall, and Smith come back in for the Kahoks.
And Kyle Moore checks into the game for the first time. 5'11" junior gets a round of applause from his friends over there in the student body cheering section. I think this is his first varsity action this year, isn't it?
I think he played a little bit down in Carterville.
Did he?
But
yeah, I would imagine so. I didn't see any of those games.
Yeah, but I think he has played. I don't think he's played since.
So right now, no Rayshon Taylor on the floor. Collinsville almost got that ball away, and now a three-point try. That one's a line drive shot off of the hands of Adam Leaker. And all of a sudden, it's a 24-13 game. Collinsville still up comfortably by 11. And now Geladini will travel as Keller checks back into the game for Oakville. Tommy Hennessy to the bench. Oakville is feeling it right now. They're all excited.
Yeah, I mean, managed to cut it down. A 7-2 run, if my math is correct.
Yeah.
Start the quarter, so, you know. I think
Beardsley with it. Well, yeah, they know what's at stake here. They know what Collinsville is. Collinsville is the #1 ranked team in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch polls, as well as the Belleville News-Democrat polls. And Hastings makes it a 24-15 game now. Collinsville ranked #5 in the State Illinois Associated Press polls, and Max Preps has them ranked at 27th in the nation. So Oakville knows what they're up against, and right now they're feeling like they're staying with it. Here is Kyle Moore, bounces it into Jones. KJ turns around, off the glass for 2, and Collinsville finally picks up their second bucket here in this quarter, and we are halfway through quarter #2. Right in front of the Collinsville bench, that's Elza. He drives and scores.
it's a 9-point game all of a sudden.
That it is. Here is Nate Hall. Hall, the Alton Marquette transfer, gives it to Moore for 3. Good.
That is something that Kyle is very good at from what I've seen of
now Kyle Moore is going to get called for a foul.
Yeah. kind of. But he had it. But I mean, you've seen bits and pieces of the JV team, as have I. Kyle, very good left-handed shooter. A little bit reminiscent of Thomas Bardwell.
Yeah, he plays the position that Rayshawn Taylor does on the junior varsity side, does Kyle Moore. He quarterbacks the junior varsity team. And now KJ steps out of bounds.
I would.
Bollinger also does that as well.
Yeah, I would say Bollinger is a little bit more of a pure point guard, and then Kyle will sort of function as more of a, well, not to say that Caleb can't score, but Kyle sort of fills a more traditional role.
Here is Keller with the ball, trying to work his way around Smith. Over on the wing, Beardsley. Over here to this side, almost thrown away there by Jack Kessler. And now a dribble and a drive and a bucket by Drew Elza. And look at that. These Oakville Tigers are feeling their oats. The whole bench jumped up on that one. And here is Elza from the free throw line, where he is 10 of 12 coming into this game. That one swoops all the way out, and Kadrian Jones is there with the rebound for Collinsville. He gives to Taylor and throws it away, trying to find Smith, but Keller stepped right in front of him and get that out of here. Says KJ. Taylor up to Hall, good for two.
I think he definitely wanted to put that down, but I think he heard the footsteps a little bit.
There is Hastings. He takes a shot from the free throw line that's good for two. Right now we have a little back and forth action going on here. Collinsville leading by 10, 31-21. Here is Kawan Smith. Dumps it over to Moore for another three-pointer. That one misses everything. That was ugly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Down the court it goes.
That's a word for it.
Here is Rayshawn, and he has the ball taken from him as Elza had the ball taken out of his hands by Taylor. He returns the favor, and wow.
Nice play.
Taylor, yeah, threw that ball right off of the body of Beardsley as Taylor was falling out of bounds. Nice heads-up play there. As KJ goes to the bench, Granger comes back in. Nate Hall inbounds. And he does so to Kawan Smith. 2.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. 31-21, 10-point lead for Collinsville. Here is Kyle Moore. Out to Taylor. Bluffs the three. Pulls it up in the perimeter. Takes the shot. Sinks it.
Yeah, been kind of a quiet second quarter, but after the start he's already got 17 points.
Yeah, 17 points for Taylor. Ball comes in for Elza. And Elza, being pressured from behind by Granger, picks up his dribble, gives to Beardsley. Beardsley across the line in time. Dumps it off into the corner. Three-point shot on the way. That one skips across the rim. Rebound belongs to Oakville, and so does the travel.
We will see.
Ears are starting to hurt now.
You're going to see Ricker come back in. Hennessy and Otto.
Otto, the 6'5 senior, comes back in. They've got some size. They've got 6'5, 6'4, 6'9. Joe Ware, a 6'9 junior, but I haven't seen his number out on the floor yet.
I don't think he's here.
No. Here is Kyle Moore in front of the Oakville bench. Cross-court pass to Rayshawn Taylor. Bluffs the three, goes in, gives it back to Moore. Outside to Smith. Smith at the top of the key, gives back to Rayshawn Taylor. 90 seconds to go here in this first half. At the free throw line, Nate Hall takes a shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Oakville. Tigers bring it back up with 1:20 left to play here in this first half. Boy, I tell you what, that was two close calls on Smith reaching in for the steal, and now a charging foul is going to be called against Beardsley, and Collinsville will get the ball back.
It's his first, fifth for Oakville.
Collinsville has 7 fouls to Oakville's 5, and we have 1 minute and 10 seconds left to play here in this first half. Here is Kawan Smith. Picks it up, gives to Hall. Outside, Taylor for three. No.
Oh.
Hit the inside of the rim, had the right trajectory there. Rebound belongs to Oakville, and then Taylor pokes the ball out of bounds, so the Tigers will keep possession. They'll inbound on the near sideline as Kadrian Jones comes back in to take the place of David Granger. Only lose an inch there, or actually you gain an inch. 6'7", replacing 6'6". No look pass underneath off the glass. Good for Chase Otto.
That's his second bucket.
10-point game once again. 45 seconds to play here in this first half. Here is Kawan Smith for Collinsville. Gives it over to Moore. Now Hall at the free throw line. Back to Moore. Wide open three-point shot. That one won't fall either.
Well,
Beardsley with the rebound.
Well, at least it looked better than his second one.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Over into the corner it goes. Here's another three-point try for Oakville, and nothing doing. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Kawan Smith with a head of steam. Bucket won't fall, but Kawan will go to the line for a couple of more free throws.
Foul is on Hennessy. That's his second. As Gelladini will come back in for, well, we'll see.
We will. Bollinger ready to come back in as well as Kawan Smith misses his first free throw. Gelladini and Bollinger come in as Rayshawn and Kyle Moore come out. And back at the free throw line, Kawan Smith. Good on the second one. 34-23. Collinsville up by 11. And almost a throwaway there by Oakville. And now they get the ball tipped. And Collinsville will get it back. Here's Kawan Smith. He waits for everybody to catch back up. 7 seconds left. Smith, 5 seconds. Over into the corner. Gelladini for three. No good. Rebound is on the ground. And as it rolls away, the buzzer sounds. And that'll end quarter number 2. And we will go to halftime with Collinsville leading 34-23. Back with a look at first half action in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahoks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahoks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahoks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, and sauces, and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape halftime show, brought to you by my good friend Ron McGee, who's right down there at the end of the table. He's been providing the food here all day, and it has been awesome. Breakfast food, lunch food. We had some pulled pork sandwiches, had a little roast beef, Italian beef, and some chicken tonight with some loaded mashed potatoes. And if that all sounds great to you and you would like your next business party catered, or even wedding events, or hate to say it, but funerals as well, give Cafe Agape a call today, 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Well, we are at halftime. Collinsville has a 34-23 lead as Oakville outscored Collinsville in that second quarter, 17-12. That after Collinsville outscored Oakville in the first quarter by a score of 22-6. You add all that up, and it has 34 for Collinsville and 23 for Oakville. Point leader at this time, Rayshawn Taylor. He has 17 points. Everybody trying to catch up. Kadrian Jones has 6 for Collinsville. Nate Hall has 4. Kyle Moore has 3. 2 points each for David Granger and Kawan Smith. Leading scorer for Oakville is Drew Elza. He has 6 points, 4 points each for Grant Hastings, Joe Beardsley, and Chase Otto. 3 points for Adam Leaker, and 2 points for Tommy Hennessy. From the lines, Oakville 1 of 5 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Collinsville is 2 of 10 from the free throw line. Oakville is 2 of 4, while Collinsville is 6 of 8. Turnovers played a big key in that first half as Oakville turned the ball over 16 times. Collinsville got 9 points off of those turnovers. The Kahoks, in turn, turned the ball over 11 times, and Oakville got 8 points off of those turnovers. It's the fast break for Collinsville that's earning them some points, if they have outpointed Oakville 10-4 on the fast break category. And the rebound department, that's being won by Collinsville. They are out-rebounding Oakville 17-12. That is a look at your halftime stats, brought to you by my good friends at Cafe Agape. We're back with the second half in just a moment on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHOKSports.com and the KHOK Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the KHOK Sports Network and KHOKSports.com.
We are back here at the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic in Collinsville, underway in the second quarter. 34-23, K-Hawks have the first half lead, and we are beginning play here in quarter number 3. Here is Rayshawn Taylor, and Taylor, I don't know how he got that shot off after almost getting fouled in the face on that one, but Kadrian Jones ends up cleaning up the trash, and Collinsville is on top now, 36-23. So we get a closer look at Oakville here. Here is Beardsley. Beardsley will take the shot, can't get it to go, tries to get his own rebound. It's on the ground, and it is going to be still with Oakville. How about that? Got out of that one, and then the ball was kicked. So Oakville will retain possession. And with 7:17 left in quarter number 3, a inbound pass hits the bottom of the backboard, so Collinsville takes advantage. Here is Taylor. He gets fouled all the way down the floor just about by Adam Leaker, and they finally called the foul at the end.
Now the question is it on the floor or is it shooting?
Looks like it's going to be a shooting foul. So to the free throw line will be Rayshawn Taylor. He hit both of his free throws in that first half. And we'll try to do the same here in this half. Taylor ready and good for the next one. 37-23. Next one for Rayshawn. The SIUE recruit, and he misses that one. Rebound belongs to Oakville, and the Tigers bring it back up. Kawan back in the backcourt applying some pressure. And then that pressure is broken, and a three-point shot off of the hands of Hastings won't fall. Rebound belongs to Collinsville, and Taylor all the way up to Smith, who gives to Nate Hall. Top of the key for KJ. Over to Taylor. Front of his bench, Taylor drives, shoots, and scores.
Ray has
20?
Yep, 20 points.
And he's just 5 away from his average, or close to it. Rayshawn is averaging 23.7, so he's almost there.
So 4, let's say.
Sure. We'll say that. You can say that. You just did say that.
Yeah.
Here's Keller to Beardsley. Beardsley gets it over to Hastings. Hastings on the left wing. Out to the top of the key now for Elza. Elza over on the far side, back to Keller. Keller trying to get around Taylor, and Taylor turned around and ran right into Leaker, who was on a screen. And that could have been a travel, but wasn't called. Doesn't matter. Collinsville gets the rebound. Pushed up to Smith. Taylor in the backcourt still. Nate Hall for 3. Wow. That was deep and a rainbow shot. Another turnover. Geladini dumps it off to Taylor. Taylor's shot won't fall. Second time won't go either. And then the third time, the rebound belongs to Oakville. Here are Hastings and company, and he's triple teamed in the paint. Kicks it back outside now for Leaker. Leaker has that ball knocked out of his hands by Geladini. And now the ball knocked out of bounds by Oakville, and Collinsville will get the ball back.
Taylor a little slow to get up. Maybe got whacked in the hip a little bit.
Seems to be okay. 5.5 minutes to go, quarter number 3. 42-23 in favor of Collinsville right now. 2.5 minutes into this third quarter, and the Kahoks defense has held Oakville scoreless in this third quarter. Here is Kawan Smith. Top of the key, gives it up to Geladini. Laurent inside, and Nate Hall has that knocked out of his hands. I believe that was by the head of Drew Elza. Elza gets the pass back to Beardsley, and up and not in, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Kawan Smith. He'll try to pull it up at the free throw line, takes the shot, good for 2. 44-23. Collinsville with the lead. And the ball again. Nice steal. Kadrian Jones. Oh, couldn't get the slam dunk, but there to clean it up was Rayshawn. And that extends the Kahawk lead to 46-23, and a timeout on the floor called by Oakville. We will take a timeout right along with them, and we'll step aside and back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
The 36th Annual Collinsville Holiday Classic is brought to you by farmer-owned and locally produced Prairie Farms. Have you tried the Prairie Farms Milk Snack? That's the delicious cream-filled chocolate cake bars. They are perfect for snacking on the go. Chocolate cake, anytime, anywhere with Prairie Farms Milk Snacks. They're available here at the concession stand, so if you are coming down tomorrow or Monday, you can take advantage of that with the Prairie Farms Milk Snacks. And they're also available in the refrigerated section at local grocery and convenience stores. For more information, head to prairiefarms.com. Collinsville up 46-23, and the Kahawks looking for more. They'll have an opportunity as the Kahawks get to keep the ball.
Chase Otto will come back in for the Tigers, replacing
Adam Leaker.
Yeah.
Inbound pass will come in from Geladini for Collinsville to Kawan Smith on the right wing. He'll take it and give it back to Geladini. Geladini takes it on the right wing, gives to Kawan Smith, top of the key, over to Rayshawn Taylor. He bluffs the three in front of his own bench, drives the baseline, gives to Geladini, who gives to Hall. Hall gets around a player underneath Geladini, off the glass, good for 2.
That's his first bucket of the game.
48-26. Collinsville with some backcourt pressure once again, this time broken by Oakville, and Collinsville has to bring those numbers back, and there are the first points here in the second half for Oakville as Hastings breaks the drought. Halfway through quarter number 3, 4 minutes down, 4 minutes to go, and Oakville gets their first points of this third quarter. There is Geladini to Taylor, to Smith, to Hall at the baseline. Smith pulls in the perimeter, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Oakville, and here is Keller. At the free throw line, a shot there by Otto is good for 2.
That was a very flat, kind of ugly shot, but
yeah, they've had a couple of those line drive shots that have gone in, one of them for 3 points.
Yeah. But I'm not going to knock it too much if it goes in.
No, here is Taylor on the right wing, back to the left side for Hall. He'll launch another 3. That one is a little short. Rebound belongs to Oakville. They once again break the press. Into the corner it goes. 3-point shot on the way. That one's good for Grant Hastings.
He has 9 points. 48-30, 18-point lead for Collinsville. Hall
Free throw line for Smith, and he'll kiss it off the rim, plus a little bit of glass, and Collinsville is up to 50 points. And looking for more as they tried to go for another steal. Here is Elza. He'll drive all the way down. He'll take it in himself.
Pace of play kind of increasing a little bit as Kyle Moore set to come back in for the K-Hawks.
Quan Smith over to Hall, to Geladini, back to Quan Smith. He'll drive, free throw line right in front of it, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Oakville. Here is Beardsley. Beardsley brings it up in the paint and pushes Nate Hall out of the way. No call, as all of a sudden a 6-0 run here by Oakville. 50-34, or excuse me, an 8-2 run by Oakville. Collinsville did score a bucket a moment ago from Kawan Smith, who has the ball right now, does Smith. He directs traffic. And out to Rayshawn Taylor. Rayshawn, top of the key, dribbles. Gives it up to Geladini. Had the ball knocked out of his hands, but gets it back. Geladini into Kedrian Jones. Outside for Kawan Smith. He'll launch one from there. That one's good for two. 52-34.
Yeah, Smith hadn't done a whole lot, but he's gotten 3 or 4 buckets here in pretty quick order.
Keller spins in the paint, kicks it back outside. Three-point shot coming from Elza. That one's a little long, and the rebound belongs to Taylor for Collinsville. Rayshawn brings it up across the timeline with 1:10 left to play here in this third quarter. And Rayshawn lost his footing and the ball. Keller will come in and do a little fake and bank it off the glass for two. 52-36, Collinsville with the lead. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith gives it up to Taylor. Taylor to KJ. Kedrian Jones over to Nate Hall. Hall looks at a three, pulls it back down, gives to Kawan Smith at the free throw line, dumps it off low post. Geladini tried the reverse layup, but got the bottom of the backboard, but Collinsville gets it back. KJ waits patiently this time as Beardsley committed, and instead of KJ trying to slam dunk, he just thought better of it and laid it off the glass for an easy two. Kyle Moore checks back in for Collinsville. Quinn Ricker comes back in. Tommy Hennessy comes back in also for Oakville, and Granger will come back in for Collinsville. He'll take the place of Taylor. Wait a minute. We have 6 guys on the floor. Okay, KJ's off.
Yeah.
So Oakville with the ball. 24.9 seconds left in this third quarter. Inbound pass comes in, and Hennessy gives it right back to Beardsley. Beardsley dribbles it up court himself and will back it up to Elza. Elza in front of his bench. Back out to the top of the key now for Otto, and that is a turnover by Quinn Ricker. Collinsville will get the ball back with 10.4 seconds in which to work with. Geladini inbounds to Kawan Smith. Caleb Bollinger now in the game as well. Here comes Smith, zigzags through. Kyle Moore in front of his bench into the corner. Smith for three, no good. But there to put it back right at the buzzer, David Granger. And Collinsville leads by 20 as we head into quarter number 4. And we're back with the fourth quarter in just a moment here on the K-Hawks Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Underway here in the fourth quarter. Collinsville with a 20-point lead. 8 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. That one's poked out of bounds by Ballinger, so Oakville will get to keep. 56-36. Collinsville, 22 points in that third quarter. 13 for Oakville. Oh, there's a charge. That's going to be called against Drew Elza as he bowls over Rayshawn Taylor.
It's his third foul.
Second team foul. Kahoks have not committed a foul here in this second half, so they went the whole third quarter without committing a foul. And Collinsville brings the ball up. Here is Taylor. Rayshawn. 22 points on the night. Stuck there for a while. Over to Kyle Moore. Back to Taylor. Taylor across the way to Ballinger. Ballinger from the right wing. Back to Taylor, top of the key for Moore over in the corner. And now Taylor will make his move at the free throw line. Floats it. Can't get it to drop. Outside for Moore for three. That one swoops out as well. Granger tried to corral that rebound as well, but he couldn't get his hands on it before it goes out of bounds. Keller comes back in. Oakville with the ball. Trailing by 20 are the Tigers. 7:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Keller in front of his bench. Takes it around to the free throw line. Takes the shot. Falls a little short. Ballinger, he is the recipient of a ball that falls right into his hands. Here is Taylor on the wing. Top of the key for Ballinger. Over onto this side now for Moore. Back to Ballinger. Three-point shot. That's off to the right, but then it skips off to the left after it hits the right side of the rim. Here is Beardsley. He tries to bring it up, but Rayshawn Taylor was there with him the whole way. Now Kyle Moore guards Ricker, and then a whistle against Collinsville. Oh, no, it's going to go against, it's going to go against Ballinger. His first, and that's the first team foul here in the second half for Collinsville. Comes with 6:43 left to play in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass comes into Beardsley, and Beardsley immediately gives it up for Hennessy. Beardsley gets it back in front of his bench, being watched by Granger. Granger not giving him any room, and we're going to have a blocking foul against Granger. I don't understand that at all.
Neither do I. You don't call anything, and then you call two fouls in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and the last one probably didn't even need to be called. Granger was just blocking off the lane, and that one comes in, and Granger almost blocked that one right to one of his teammates. Here is Keller. He'll take it all the way out into the slot area. Brings it back over to the right wing. Back to the top of the key for Beardsley. Over to this way for Hennessy. Hennessy dribbles and almost had his pocket picked by Granger. And then Keller finds it. Three-point shot. That's an air ball. Beardsley picks it up and takes the shot, but Beardsley is fouled on the way up by, I believe, Granger. And it is.
Yes.
So Granger picks up his second in a row. To the free throw line, Joe Beardsley. Beardsley in the first half went 0 for 1 from the charity stripe and make it 0 for 2. We go through spurts with no scoring. We're 2 minutes into the fourth quarter and neither team has scored.
And we'll have stretches where neither team can miss.
Yeah, and then we had that stretch where Oakville couldn't score a bucket to save their lives for the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Beardsley hits the second of his free throws, and Rayshawn Taylor brings the ball up for Collinsville. Over to Moore. Back to Taylor. Moore in front of his own bench. Taylor will try the other side in Ballinger. He'll launch a three-point shot, hits the inside of the rim, and then bounces over the backboard. That's unfortunate. Leaker checks back into the game for Oakville. And Oakville with the ball with 5:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Matt Keller, the 5'8 junior. Over to this side for Ricker. Ricker up and trying to get that alley-oop kind of basket for Beardsley, but that didn't work, and now a hip check going to be called against Kyle Moore.
No, they're going to call that on Ricker.
Are they? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because I think Moore got the clean steal, and then Ricker kind of came down on top of him.
Drew Elza checks back in. Man, I'm yawning. That's not good. 7:30.
Yeah, we still got.
I've only been up for 13 hours.
Nah, we got 2 more games.
I
left.
know. There is Moore out front for Bollinger. Well, that one was almost poked out of bounds, but it goes right to Moore, to Gelladini, to Taylor, and no good. Put back no good by Granger. Taylor gets it again, and he's fouled, and the bucket falls in as well. Taylor with 24 points now. And that is
his average.
23.7. And a bonus for the rest of the game for Taylor, if you will, over that average. So
now we will see Josh Chambers and Logan Carlisle.
Oh, no good on the free throw.
So I'd say Josh Chambers and Logan Carlisle set to come in, but not yet.
Into the corner it goes for Leaker. His three-point shot short. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings the ball up. Puts on a couple of nice moves into the paint. Dumps it off for Gelladini, but Gelladini never could get the handle on it. Turnover for Collinsville. In turn, it's a turnover for Oakville. So Carlisle comes into the game, as does Josh Chambers. Rayshawn Taylor will head to the bench. That'll do it for him tonight. He gets a nice hand from the student body cheering section behind the Collinsville bench, and we have a timeout on the floor, so we will step aside as well. We are back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net, and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Home,
I'll sing it.
country.
You didn't know you were on, did you?
Oh, I was. Oh, God.
Country Roads played here at Virgil Fletcher, and we catch Zach Roseman singing as we turn the microphone back up. Here is, Rayshawn's back in the game. I thought he was out for the rest of the game.
Oh, Coach Lee saw reason to keep him in.
I guess. Over to Moore. Moore, baseline, shot won't go. Rebound, tipped around for a while, and on the ground, jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. 58-37, Jayhawks with the lead. Chase Otto comes back into the game for Oakville. Ball into the backcourt to Rayshawn.
I think the goal for the Collinsville student section is to make sure that Josh Chambers gets a bucket.
Here's Logan Carlisle with a three-point shot that just nicks the other side of the rim, but Granger is there with the rebound. Now Chambers, he's double-teamed. Oh, what a nice dump off to Granger. Too bad Granger couldn't finish that one up. That was an over-the-shoulder pass by Chambers. And then down at the other end, a little floater misses from Drew Elza. Collinsville gets the rebound, and here is Rayshawn bringing the ball up once again with 3:40 left to play in this fourth quarter. Taylor dump off. Oh, Granger. He's the recipient of a nice no-look bounce pass by Rayshawn Taylor. And Collinsville now up 60-37. 3:25 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Elza with the ball out front now for Hastings. Hastings gives it up over on the far side for Keller. Keller comes all the way to the free throw line, gives to Beardsley. Beardsley backs up, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Chambers is the recipient of the rebound, and Collinsville brings it back up. Rayshawn Taylor with his 24 points across the timeline. 3 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. Taylor, nice job getting around Keller. Dumps it off to Kyle Moore. Three-point shot, no good.
But he was fouled.
And a foul in the process will send Kyle Moore up to the free throw line to shoot 3. Elza picks up his 4th, just the team's 5th. Nice discipline on both ends of the court for both teams, Oakville and Collinsville, not fouling that much.
I don't think the refs were looking to call too much, though.
There's Kyle Moore. And Moore from the free throw line. Hits the first one. 5'11 junior, now with 4 points. He'll have 2 more tries from here. Next one is good as well.
And we will see Taylor leave the floor for, I guess, what we would think now would be the last time.
Yeah, probably so. And
Jackson Lee.
Jackson Lee, the coach's son, getting ready to come in. Jackson, a 6-foot junior. He'll take the place of Granger, but not yet. They're not going to let him come in yet.
I had to make sure he went all the way down.
Got to go all the way down to the possession arrows to let the official scorekeeper know you're coming in. And here is Kyle Moore with 1 more shot from the free throw line. And he hits all 3 of them. And here comes Oakville. They bring the ball up with Tommy Hennessy. Hennessy gets it to Beardsley. Beardsley gets it to McChesney. McChesney into the game for the first time, as is Jake Kessler for Oakville. And a dribble and a drive. Get that out of here, says Chambers. And up to Ballinger, and Ballinger gets it over to Moore. Moore in front of his bench, wide open. Decided not to take the 3. Instead, he comes in baseline with a little floater. That misses. And the rebound belongs to Oakville.
I think that block was more Logan Carlisle than Chambers, to be honest with you.
2:15 left and 2 points for Oakville. Been a while since they've scored a bucket. 63-39 in favor of Collinsville. 2:05 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Here is Jackson Lee to Moore. Moore, top of the key. Back over to Ballinger. He'll launch a 3-point shot. That one's nothing but net. And that makes it 66-39 in favor of Collinsville. Here comes Grant Hastings. And, well.
Official's timeout.
Official timeout. Tag Baker and Nick Graff come into the game for Collinsville.
Wonder if Zane's in the building.
Saw Braden Limp running around here earlier.
Yeah, I did see him.
I have not seen Zane Baker today. I think, he caught a plane. He's back at school. I remember his mom posting a picture on Facebook yesterday saying she hates to see him leave.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that he was back at school already.
Yes, he is.
So, well, let's hope he's watching, if nothing else.
Well, there's a little bit of a short shot off of the hands of Chase Otto. And now here is young Tag Baker coming up with the ball for Collinsville with the floater in the lane, and he gets buried. The ball doesn't fall. Chambers finds the loose ball, puts it in himself for 2. 68-39, 1:05 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Here is Tommy Hennessy. And that ball is going to get away, and Collinsville is going to get another crack at it as Trent Combe, the 5'9 junior, couldn't track that ball down before it rolled out of bounds. Inbound pass comes in to Tag Baker, the 5'11 junior.
Maybe they'll look for one more shot. Try and get one of the bench guys a bucket.
Baker with it at the top of the key. Throws it over to Graff. Now into Jackson Lee at the free throw line. Outside to Carlisle. Now to Baker. Over on the far side. Graff for 3. That one's off the front of the rim. Here is Tag Baker off the glass. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound is on the ground. And now we're going to have a holding foul that's going to go against Tag Baker.
Yes. Wasn't sure, but yes.
Inbound pass will come in from Chase Otto. He'll throw it on into Tommy Hennessy, and Hennessy will work the ball up. 30 seconds to play here in this one. Collinsville will move on.
Play Decatur Eisenhower.
Yes, they will. 12 o'clock game tomorrow. Here is Hennessy. He drives, kicks it back out for Otto. Otto takes the shot. He'll hit that one from about 4 feet out. Yes. And that makes it a 68-41 game. Final seconds. Tag Baker back at the midcourt stripe will hold on to it, and that's going to do it. 68-41 in favor of Collinsville. They will move on to take on Decatur Eisenhower tomorrow afternoon at noon. And that is going to end this particular live stream as we step aside for just a moment and get ready for Quincy versus Madison. Game number 7 comes your way next on the Kahoks Sports Network.